The government should protect students from discrimination, not fund it. Voucher programs funnel taxpayer funds to schools that can and often do discriminate against students with disabilities, English learners, LGBTQ students, students of minority religions, and others. Vouchers harm students with disabilities, who make up about 15% of students across the country, and who lose most of their legal rights under special education and disability laws when they use vouchers to attend private school. Voucher students with disabilities have no right to the specific programs and services they need to make educational progress, and they lose IDEA and Section 504 protections against unfair discipline and segregation from non-disabled peers. Exploding voucher costs devastate state budgets. Make no mistake, states like Arizona and Florida are prime examples, siphoning billions of dollars to disastrous and unaccountable universal voucher programs and creating massive budget holes. The laws that establish and govern voucher programs are notably devoid of meaningful quality or accountability standards, and the data shows that academic outcomes for voucher students are dismal.
When those children don't have success in those schools and go back to the public school system, can you explain a little bit about what happens in that case with their funding?
So often the student returns to a public school, but the money has already gone to the private school. So the public school now has less money, and it has a higher concentration of higher needs students to serve with those fewer resources. Vouchers are devastating to rural communities, and they don't provide any benefits. When rural public schools lose resources or close, the entire community suffers.
What safeguards should be in place to ensure that taxpayer dollars aren't being misused in private voucher programs?
There's almost nothing stopping it. I can tell you from having read hundreds of voucher bills over the years that they are having fewer and fewer accountability and transparency measures. This is a deliberate choice by legislators because they do know about the fraud, abuse, and waste that happens in many states. There is no type of amendment or reform that can make a private school voucher program a good public policy. But if we are going to give money to private schools, we have to ask, why are we not subjecting them to any of the accountability requirements that apply to public? Education Law Center and the scores of public education supporters around the country engage in respectful opposition to policies that in our considered judgment would hurt far more students than would help them. And just to be clear, I'm proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with educators across the country who are fighting for the same things.
Education Law Center needs your help to pursue justice, equity, and a high-quality education for America's students. Please join our fight and donate today.